It's amazing to me how many people that we get in here that see our cars online, coming from Chicago, Detroit, South Bend, Fort Wayne, Grand Rapids, and they are just amazed that dealerships like us still exist. We view our customers as friends. They know that they can count on us.
Every year for us, this will be my third year, it's been a different group every time. And graduating 6th last year, it's a large group. I was the last few days looking at, where does that rank? I think it was like 38% of our scoring that graduated. So it was a good group, but we still have a good group returning, and I think this year will actually be more dynamic with the returners we have and the underclassmen that we'll be bringing up to add some quickness and some. We had people fill roles the last few years, but to be able to press and to be able to be quick was definitely not one of our strengths, and I think that will really help us this year. I would say we have 5 true returners coming back. 2 were pulled up mid-season, so it's young, but between Bailey May and Madison Hunter, they returned 54% of our scoring and rebounding, actually. It's exactly the same number. They've played a big role in last season's success, and now I think we'll have some people that will surround them and probably a little more even distribution with that, but also 2 great leaders that are going to set the example for the underclassmen and the fellow upperclassmen. I've met with each player on our last day of tryouts, and I said if we started right now, I have no idea who our starting lineup would be. And I also believe that our starting lineup will not be the same all season. I think we're deep this year and we're versatile, that we can accommodate to our strength that will outnumber our opponent for that specific game. So we have some kids that are shooting the ball well. Andrea Bell last year, I think when she came up, she shot 50% to start from 3-point in games. Carly Todd played a good role in the post. Someone that's come a long way since last year is Hannah Rice. She'll be a junior, and last year in JV didn't look to score a lot, and now we've worked this summer and stuff, and I said, look, you're going against what I think is the best defender in the league in Bailey May, and every day in practice you get to go against that you can just get better, that if you can beat her. So she's really embraced that, and she does. She keeps Bailey on her toes. She's got a good jumper she's knocking down, so she's doing that. Skylar Demeyer, transfer from White Pigeon, she definitely adds a tenacity that we haven't had in the guard play in the years past, I think, and trying to get her offense going, and she's open to it. She's putting in extra time, which is nice. Katrina Rigby is a junior that's just she doesn't stand out a lot, but that I was talking to my coaches, I said, you know what, that's not always bad. That means she's filling a role and not making mistakes if she's not standing out, but her shooting's coming along. She's doing well. And then some of the other JV players, Brittany Morris is a sophomore that will be up, and I remember she was one that came to our practice last year at districts and just crashing the board. She could get a rebound every time. So she adds a very good intensity there. Kayla Guest, some JV games last year, she'd have 4 steals in the first 5 minutes of the game. Just very good anticipation, and now her 3-point shot is really clicking right now. Carly Odom is another one Carly Odom, Skylar Demeyer, Andrea Bell. We'll see time at point guard, and I don't know who will be starting point guard right now, but Carly's got just I think a joy. You see when she plays the game, it's just she's filled with joy. She's smiling. I mean, she'd come out of the game with bloody mouth from her braces and just smiling, and she plays the game that way, and it really helps us. Sam Lewis is somebody that I've coached. This will be my 4th season. She's a senior. Last year was cut short by injury. She was fixed in the off season, repaired, so she's, I think, ready to play and more confident. Madison Easel is another senior that I think adds a lot of the rebounding and the defense and the passing, but sometimes gets frustrated with just maybe that role that doesn't get a lot of attention. So we're really trying to put the focus on, you know what, that still counts. We still need that. That's going to make the difference in a team. And that's where every kid I look at on this roster this year, it's like they bring something. And I think the skills that we have, probably the best we've had in 3 years, but we're also going to spend a lot of time working on the mental aspect and the emotional aspect of the sport, and saying that you're all different. Like team shoes I compare it to. I don't get team shoes because everyone's foot is different. I shouldn't expect all of them to have the same emotional approach when we go into a game. We have a retreat the weekend November 20th to the 22nd, and the kids are just like, we're so excited, and I get excited. I plan for it all year, and I think that is a really instrumental part of our season where we come in and just we plan out our vision. We talk about what we want to get out of the season, what we want to get out of each other, and it's not always just basketball stuff. We want to see these girls develop into strong people and confident women down the road.